I'm back.
Dastardly story. We're gonna put the pieces together and we're gonna start here.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Hi everybody. Okay, is it working now? It's working. I was just joking around. That was just a big joke. A big joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you guys. But hold on. There's like so much stuff. So yes, this was a gift from Mike David. He sent it to me in the mail. I'm not happy with it though, actually. Hold on, fuck these things here. Well, there is one thing I have to fix. I mean, it's not mounted to the wall yet because I didn't have time to mount it, so it's just on the stand. And when I mount it, then I can actually move it where it is and where it's positioned. It needs to be facing here, and now I know why a lot of people don't use this. Because it's fucking annoying. You either have to have a screen that has a matte coating on it, or you gotta realize what's in your room because everything's gonna reflect. But if the lights are off like this, then it's a little better. Then you can see it better. But with the lights on, you're gonna get a reflection. So if I have it mounted and it's facing this way, and then I put a curtain there on this wall here, then there will be no reflection because it's just reflecting what's here on this wall here. So that's the reason people don't use it. It's annoying. But I will get it to work. And yes, I will use it. Thank you, Mike. Mike, I appreciate it. It's kind of weird because then you gotta kind of always like crouch over like this to see things. Kind of annoying. But actually, he sent me more stuff. I mean, I see all these guys with TV screens and they're like, OBS, OBS, OBS. They think OBS is like, you need to be a scientist to use this shit. But I mean, hold on. How many more TVs do I got? Let me see. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Look at this one. Look at this TV. What does this one do? Oh shit. Here, what is it? Look at this. Look at this TV. Look at that shit. You don't got that. You don't got that. You don't got that TV. Okay, hold on. Look at that. Oh, I got another one here. Here's another TV. Maybe I could put this on the wall like that or something. Or maybe I just, maybe I'll just have it hanging like this. Like this. And then I can hang myself from it at the end of the show. Okay, how many more? Do I have another one? Hold on. This one? Where can I put this one? Where should I put this one? Should I put this like here or something? Like there? It would be good here. Here. I just. Yeah. Good idea. Are there any more TVs here? Oh. No, that's all. That's all the TVs for now. What about this? Oh, this thing. I want to be surrounded by screens so that it's the whole screen. That's all you see is just screens. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, Klein Tools is going off. So how's everybody doing tonight? Ooh. Yeah, this was a last minute decision. But hey, this is episode 3. We move fast here. I'm speed running this whole thing. By the time I'm done, it's going to be 2 weeks later. I'm going to have a whole studio. And you guys are going to be like, how is that even possible? How is he doing it? How is he making this happen? I don't know. You just have to watch and find out. Each show, it's going to get better and better. And wait, oh, Jesse's going to love this one. Hold on. Hold on, Jesse. Jesse, hold on. Yeah. Jesse sent me this, actually. Look at this. Robocam. Beep. Oh, shit. Beep. Thank you, Robocam. Very nice of you. I could be like, and we'll be right back. That's pretty cool, right? I got it working. I got it working. Then I can do this, like, let's do it. Yeah, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What else do I need? I just need the sound effects. Boing. Beep. Beep, beep. Beep. Let's do it myself. I don't feel like doing that. All right, let's look at the chat room here. I'm seeing it differently now because I'm on Windows. I'll explain everything because there's people out there that are trying to make their friends look really dumb. Okay, they're trying to make their friends look dumb. So I was on Hipstar. I saw his show last night. I'm gonna pull that up here. And we can watch it for a second. And I had a pretty good time. Let's watch it. Let's watch Hipstar's show. Let's bring you over here. That's not even supposed to be playing, but it's pretty funny. Watching this. Okay. Let's see what Hipstar had to say. So he was he saw my review of his show, right? You saw my review of his show. So let's see what he has to say here. And then I'm going to show you something pretty funny. Because I think people convinced Hipstar here that I didn't know how to use OBS. And he was like opening his OBS and showing me all this stuff. And he's got a Rodecaster right here. And I said, hey man, can you switch the cameras with that thing? And he goes, nah, this is an audio device. And they were like, ha, 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 ha. And then I sent him a link. He hasn't responded, I don't think. That you can actually change the cameras with this Rodecaster thing. It's basically created for people who don't know how to use an actual mixer. They are very cool. And I would like them because it is convenient, yes. But it's a replacement for not knowing how to use a real mixer. But there's one other thing that's very funny that I want to show you. In Hipstar's intro, there's a bit of animation there that's very familiar and it caught my eye. And I was like, wait a minute, let me go back 8 years! 8 years of me on a green screen in OBS with your intro. Your intro, you're using it. Swear to God, I'll show you. But let's look at this. Let's see what Hipstar has to say.
Awful lets you go on his fucking channel and you'd be like, this is what I did. This is how
too low there, guy.
Channel. Not cool.
Range from Keemstar to Turkey Tom.
Booster volume.
Okay,
is he really low or is it just me?
Names we don't care about. Sure. Oh, lossless. Tell us your moisturizing tips though, man.
Semen every morning.
Balance. That's my opinion.
Is that better?
But thank you for the $10 soup
Very
party
low.
and
Yeah. I could use that $10 there, all right? Well, not actually, but you owe me $10 there, guitar guy. That's what you owe me.
I'll give you maybe...
is doing a show as well.
I'll cut you 10%, Hipstar. If you admit...
Yeah, we're gonna have to check in on that.
That I'm better than you. Wait, what?
But all back to the Salvo pancakes. He was all on about doing the spelling bee.
What was this? Hipstar, what was that? You just started the clip and you're like, let me show you this, and then you just went to Salvo pancakes. What happened here? I don't know. He had a whole cute animation of me. He said he went to Red Lobster. That I found kind of funny because it was at least a joke he came up with and he did the work for, and he wrote the joke. And then it's funny because he did it and he wrote it. It was an actual attempt at comedy. I don't know. There's a lot of people here who just repeat what other people say. Let me see if I could find it. Hipstar, if you're watching, try to help me find this. I see a steel toe. A lot of steel toe crap here. We're just testing this out. I hear some karaoke. See?
I did not know her name. Lord, all these southern girls, they seem the same. Not you, Presley. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Down below the border.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, shit, man. It's time we get up. Get up. Get up. Come on. Left a good job.
I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I want to see people larger. I don't like it before. I could just like look at it on my monitor. This is a little too intimidating now.
Working for the man every night and day. I never lost 1 minute of sleep and worry about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. Primary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
Oh, here it is. Okay. So here we go. There we go. I found it.
Through the whole visual presentation.
So much going on. Hipstar, there's so much going on in here. It's hard to skim through and find out what you want to see. Okay, so here's the part. Here's Hipstar. Me and him went on a date to Red Lobster, apparently, in Toronto. There's no Red Lobsters here. So it would have been more believable if, yeah, I live in Toronto, but let's see his story and see what he says.
Presentation again? Do you think he'd like that? I think he's a good friend. Here we had a good time. Remember that time we went to Red Lobster? You really enjoyed yourself. Look at this little outfit. The cowboy boots with this outfit was really, really great.
You can take a GIF file, transparent with a background.
Skating. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the whole bits again. We really enjoyed ourselves. Look at me with my my hockey skates there, and you had
we were skating.
Figure skates, huh? Hello, and then I'll do the
British
bit
accent
again
for some reason.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I do all
it's
mostly
creative
upper body,
though.
so
he
I
came
can't
up with
skate
this.
very well.
This is his
He's
idea.
Like,
no one
about
else's.
I'll take your hand, and we'll skate together.
Hipstar. Toronto.
And he taught me how to skate that day.
Okay, let me explain it more. These are skates here. This is a guy.
Okay,
look at the bit! Look at the bit with the guns!
Right.
I think I've seen that on Mersha's show.
I'm telling you, man. Everybody they saw our date. That a lot of people, Bex Rock especially, they thought it was really cute. So,
yeah,
that's right. And you know what? Who is here?
Cool guy's here. Okay, so now let's go back to the beginning here. Let me see. What is it? 10. Or is it 10:15 or something? He has his whole intro. His intro is super, super long.
Bus calls. If you've been live on deserved us.
So much happening here.
Vintage lead. And this blowouts weekend news. They talked about our
Blood.
so cat before. I've won a set. Prepared.
There it is. Okay. Pay attention. added that. Hey, what is with the Jewish star in there, man? You added that. That wasn't there before. That was not there before. Here, hold on. Let me use the mouse here. Okay, so I was like, wow, this is weird. This looks very familiar. This looks very familiar. So let me see. Let me see here. Yeah. Let's go here to videos and your channel. And let's go to playlists here. Let's go to one of these. Let me see if I can find one of the episodes here. Let's see. I mean, yeah, I could just pull up a random
consolidated into like
thing
10% of what I said.
You were mentioning it'd
in
be
hopes to
interesting
make me look bad. Honestly, even that 10%
plan on,
makes
and
them
that
look.
it would, you know, get people to listen. It would be.
Here's this here. 6 years ago, I'm here on a green screen here with OBS. This is before Discord even existed. Some of these, I think 8 years. I have a video that's 8 years ago. It was before Discord even existed. We had people patched in through Skype. We weren't even using Discord. What are you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about. What are you trying to tell me? Hold on, let me see if I could find one of these. I had a show on Podtrash. It was called What Is This? And the intro of the show was literally that exact same thing from like 8 years ago. He's talking about, let's see. And bear with me. I'm just fucking around here. I really don't care.
Fell in love with.
Stop playing Peter Griffin singing Kanye West. Let's see if it's maybe this one.
All your voicemail on it.
You don't know what you're
Oh, here we go. Here's a really old one. Let's see.
You don't call your voicemail on an iPhone. You tap
Get
on
out
the
of here.
voicemail and play it.
Listen.
Look at this.
Sometimes I
Baby
can't get
faced.
fucking voicemail that I can see. I have to actually call my fucking voice.
Look at this. 8 years ago. 8 years. Hold on. This will be a lot smoother when I know what I'm doing. 8 years ago. Okay? Look at this. Both on camera. Look at my face. Fully
Voicemail.
shaven.
Ooh,
I look completely
punching my
gay.
fucking thing.
But look
and
at
listen to it.
Look at
see
this.
a dog
8 years
behind you,
ago.
the big white dog.
OBS. Look at the bottom. We got an overlay there. We got a phone number. And what
You
is
just
this
walked
here?
over there and laid.
We have our own chat room. I programmed my own chat room. This ain't no Discord, no nothing. These are all people that were on podtrash.com. This is our chat room. Nobody else's. 2015. 2015. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Huh? You guys invented this? There's someone out there that's trying to convince people that they came up with all this shit. Like, funny to me. Hold on, let me fix this. I'm all green there, guy. I'm all green there, guy. Yes, I'm just playing around with all this shit. It's just a test. So what happened was, when I started doing this, it had been 5 years since I did any kind of show or anything like that. And so I had everything on a Mac computer, and this is a Mac that I bought in like 2015. And it was like top of the line. I spent most money as I could on it, upgraded the whole thing. And in fairness, it lasted me a good 8 years. But the problem I had was that the iMac, when I would run it, it's such a dumb idea to do a stream with an iMac, okay? Especially an old one, because when I would run OBS, the fans would start fucking exploding, going full speed, and then it's feeding into the mic, and then I'm having to use some sort of compensation to get rid of the fan, and then it all sounds like shit, okay? And I've always had a Windows computer. Then the problem was, I could use the Windows computer and OBS and all of that, but then my second monitor, which is usually the one I'm using now, with the iMac, they don't let you use a $3,500 iMac as a monitor. Yes. So you can only use the iMac as an iMac. If you try to plug anything into it, it doesn't do anything else. You can't plug any other computer into it except a Mac. You can like shoot videos back and forth. But that's it. You can't actually use it as a standalone monitor. You used to be able to. It was called target display mode or something, and they disabled it. So now you can't do it. So then I was in this predicament where I have 500 different devices and I'm just screwed. It's like, I can't use this thing now that I spent all that money on. So now I got to get rid of this stupid iMac until at a certain point I will get a new Mac, because I prefer doing all this shit on Mac. And then it would be, a Mac Studio or Mini, whatever the fuck. Then you could have it separate away from the mic, and then it won't be making any noise, and then it'll still run OBS very well. So that is the reason. Reason number 2 is that if you deal with less internet-y people who are not on Discord all the time, you're not hanging out with people in Discord voice chats, like for instance, Mark Harley, he's not a guy who knows how to use Discord, and then you're going to go through the process of like, okay, so now join this server, and then you got to jump in this voice chat. Oh, I'll drag you in. Oh, then just do this voice call. With StreamYard, I hate it. Trust me, I hate it. I don't like it. It has its pros where it's processing everything on the StreamYard end. I like that okay, that's what was helping me because it wasn't ramping the fans up. And you can send anyone a link on any device. They just click it and bam, they're in the show. And that's it. I mean, so now I have it here where if I want to jump on StreamYard still, I can just patch it through here through OBS. But again, I couldn't use this computer before. Then I was like, hey, maybe just bring the stupid TV in here. I found it in the closet. It's just hanging out in my closet this year. No, Mike sent it to me. Mike said, if I send you this TV, you have to be nice to me. And I didn't sign any contract, so I just said yes. And here it is. But I still got to, I'm going to mount it. It's going to look nice. I'll have it angled here. I'll fix all the reflection bullshit. But yeah, that's basically the story. So anyone out there trying to discredit me and all my shit, I don't care how many times I fuck up here. My history is documented. It is documented. It's kind of funny, actually. I was kind of thinking about this because I saw Jesse was in here before. And it's weird. I don't know what year you started, Jesse, but it is kind of weird. We both, like Pod Trash and Pod Awful, kind of existed around the same time, but we didn't know who each other were. Like, we didn't know each other existed. I had no clue who Mike David was. I mean, I knew Joe Rogan. So when you came across another creator who did this type of thing, it was so like exciting because you're like, nobody knows how to do this shit. Now the barrier of entry is so low that any retard can just get on here. Like me. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good and a bad thing because then you start to hear from people that you normally wouldn't hear from. That it can be funny sometimes when there are people who shouldn't be on a microphone and they are. And other times, I just feel like it's gonna be better if this was harder to do. Let me see. The other annoyance is like my iMac screen. It was the 5K iMac. It is the most color accurate screen I had. It was beautiful. And I was able to see exactly what the audience should see if they have an equal monitor. This other monitor, it's okay. It's like an LG monitor. I don't know if my colors even look right. And this is the thing, guys. I understand. I'm crazy and I care about the tiniest little things, okay? Like, I was going in Discords before when I was doing this through StreamYard before, and everyone was like, everything looks awesome. Forget about this. This shitty webcam. People were like, holy shit, it looks so good. Are you using like a DSLR or something? That looks amazing. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like this is like a $50 or $70 Logitech camera. I mean, it sucks. Like, see, it even works. Piece of shit. Or did I even plug it? Probably unplug. Plug it. Let me see if I plug it back in. Oh, because it's plugged to the thing today. Unplugged. What the fuck? Why is Mike Tyson talking? It's the affirmations. Oh, he's on Kanye's new album. I don't know if you guys listened to this new album yet or not. What the fuck is he saying? I'm a god. Okay, hold on. All this money on the floor. There we go, guy. Wanted for Mancho Cucci. Have you seen this man? Has anyone seen this man? So this camera, yeah. This camera, they were like, this is amazing, bro. This is like DSLR, and then some guy, they sent me a clip, and they're like, I'm so angry this guy's camera's too good. And I was like, it's a piece of shit. So then it was weird. So then I had this set up, and when you use StreamYard, it compresses the shit out of your image. And so I was watching it after the fact, and I'm like, why does it not look how I see it? And everyone's like, it looks fine, it looks fine. And it's like, okay, no, I'm insane. I want perfection and nothing else, okay? I want the image perfect. I want the audio perfect. I want this having reflections makes me mad. That's mostly what I think about and spend my time on. I don't even care about doing a show. I'm just going to come here and complain to you about all the things that are wrong, okay? Like, it's reflection. This pisses me off. I mean, better. We can turn the lights off here. That's cool. Maybe I need some more lighting or something. But even there. And I was like, oh, you got to turn the brightness down on the TV or something. And I did that. And it helped a bit. But not really that much. But hey. Show number 3 and look it. We're upgrading. We're upgrading, guys. We're on our way. All right. Let me look at the chat room here. Let me see what some of the... are saying. What is your opinion? I don't know. I know Jesse puts his Pod Awful puts his chat on the screen. Redbar does not put a chat on the screen. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm just basically trying to make Mike mad, I think. In the back of my head, that's probably what's going on. I think I'm just trying to annoy him. But yeah, I don't know. So we used to do that all the time. Like we always had our chat room though. Like you created an account. I programmed this into our website. So when you went to Podtrash, this was all embedded into the website. But I have like thousands of episodes and they're all privated because YouTube started striking it. Because I never wanted to use YouTube. None of us wanted to use YouTube because you can't say anything. It's really fucking annoying, actually. But let me see if I could find the thing that I was talking about. So I had a show previously. This was Booney. He was my co-host. It was called Wish and Boone, and that was a show that we did for about 100 and something episodes together. And it was a good show. I'm telling you, it's funny. I'm not just gassing myself up. It was a really funny show. But he ended up quitting because he wanted 15% of everything I made over the whole website when we were just one of the shows of the site. And so we had this whole argument over this 15%. He wants that 15%, that type of thing. And I was like, dude, like, everything that comes in is to pay for all the hosting and stuff, and there's not that. Towards the end, I started making good money. I mean, we were having streams where there was goals of like $10,000, and we were getting pretty close to it. But it led into a lot of really awful things happening in my life, with like getting sued for defamation and organized criminals getting into our site and trying to get me put in prison, and that guy is in jail today. I wonder if they have internet in his jail cell. Maybe he's watching this. That'd be pretty funny. I've ignored the chat the whole time. Okay, let me go through. Well, see, now I'm not using StreamYard, so I'm not clicking to put your chat up there. But let me see. I could probably just add it in here. Let's see what your quiz is saying. Hold on. I can get that guy. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Here. Window capture. Oh, so confusing. I'm so confused. Create new scene? Oh, okay, just show my browser there, guy. How about that? Yeah, that's cool. Window. Oh, that's really gay. I'm gonna capture it. Okay, I'll capture it from the fucking YouTube. Okay. Oh, music.
How about I ask you this question first? What you gonna do for this baby bird? She said it's given, she's supposed to serve. I said, what would you do
about chat?
She said you'll make mommy late for work.
You make mommy late for work? What? Bro, what? You'll make mommy late for work? What the fuck does that mean? Why did he just say that? Why did a grown man just say that? I don't understand. Hold on. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Hold on there. There we go. There we go. Holy shit, I'm a genius, guys. This is so hard. Oh, look, things can jump around the screen. Oh. Where can I put this? You know what would be cool, actually? No, that'd be copying you, Jesse. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, this is like the most piece of shit monitor. And I was like, maybe I could just put the chat room on here or something. I'm trying to, you know what? I'm trying to just destroy this whole idea of copying, because let's be honest, every single one of you are copying someone else. No matter what you're doing, you're always copying someone else. Whether it's Sam Hyde, whether it's Howard Stern, whether it's Opie and Anthony, you know, Joe Rogan, it's all coming from the same thing. If Mike was still up here, Man Cow, you know. We were all trying to emulate the same thing, which was essentially, we want to get on a microphone and do what the radio guys were doing, but we were all doing our different version of it. And, I mean, everybody has their inspirations, and I don't know why we're afraid to admit them. I know why some do it maybe as a bit, like not to admit it or something, but that's totally cool. I get that. What I'm saying is this idea of like, oh no, I don't want to do this because this other guy does it. It's like, really, who cares? Who gives a shit? Like, let people get angry about it. What are they going to do? I mean, if there's an idea that's good and someone uses it, let them use it. Okay. I don't like this though. It looks stupid. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I totally forgot I even had this fucking screen. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know if I like it, but we'll see. We'll see. Come on, pop out, chat. Where are ya? Dude, it just fucking disappeared now. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here. Guys want your attention? You want your attention? All right, I'm gonna give it to you. Full speed ahead. All right. Stop saying that. Oh, look at me. It's me. Looking handsome. Wait, by the way, oh yeah. Let's see what else we can do. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 beauty filter. Beauty. Look at that schnoz. Beauty filter. Beauty filter. Now how much this beauty filter cost? Let's see, what else can I do? Who's not entertained by my pain? Oh wait. I have something to admit, guys. I was lying. This is what I look like all along. This is my real face. Oh my god. There we go. Oh yeah. Well. Oh, there we go. Much better, guys. This is what I really look like. There we go. I want to know you still want to be able to read that probably. This is like a 4K display here. Let's turn this shit off. Even if it was full screen. What was that about? What was that about? So now I'm all behind. I wasn't even paying attention here. Hold on here. Let's see. Ah, they're pretty cool. Thank you, Kister. How you doing? You say you wanna. Rise. Yep, now I need a pulley system. Nah, I don't think. Actually, the only way it would be cool is if it came from the ceiling instead of from below. Right? That makes a huge difference. I gotta make it drop from the ceiling. I could do that. I could do that. Static-O-Matic. I'm used to Wish being so controlled. This is the most out of control I've seen him. Yeah. You know what? Hey, I said to myself, this is what I've been doing every single show. I'm just gonna show up last minute. I don't know. I have all, you know, I did the second show. I'm lying, okay? Second show, I had a whole list of notes, right? And I was like, oh, these are all the topics I want to get to. I got to like one of them. And then that was the end of it. I didn't get to the rest of them. But I'm just like, I'm just going to get on here. And whatever bad happens, let it happen. Right? What's the worst that can happen? I won't be dead at the end of this. This could go horrible. And I'll still be alive. So let's look here. I'm sorry. I'm really behind, guys. Yeah, I was losing my mind. Oh, so when we did the first test, right? Robin came in here and she was like, "Holy shit, what's wrong? Why is it all fucked up?" And I was like, I don't know. And I was freaking out and I like ran to the back of the computer and my first instinct, thankfully, was this is the only thing that's new other than the TV. And I know it's not the TV. It's this stupid hard drive that used to be plugged into my Mac. It must be doing something. I yanked that cable out. And then as she was coming in, she went to close the door and she slammed it on her foot. And she screamed like loud. It was like, it's a curse. It was a curse. I'm telling you, Mike put like some sort of voodoo hex on me. But we recovered, Mike. You can't kill me. Can't kill me. All right, let's see. Mr. Cardinal. Well, I have one of those. What do you got? You should broadcast from inside the sphere. We'll get there. You know, some people have the moon base. Maybe I'll go to Mars. Maybe I'll have a Mars base. Me and Elon Musk. I'll try to go this way. Let's take that hoodie off and see some Bizano nips. No. Static. The Red Bulls hit hard at night. Yeah, I only drank one. I should honestly just get drunk for these things. You know? Let's see. Always nice seeing you around, Robin. Missed the closest tours. Jings and things. Less trips to Mexico. More investments than podcast tech. Why, hey Jings, why do you seem so depressed all the time when I see you on camera? I don't know, you always seem like you want to kill yourself. It's just the vibe I get from you. Maybe it's just your face? I don't know. But you seem very sad and very depressed. I hope everything's okay, bud. Shout out to Jings and things. Infected mushroom. Lossless likes Mac because it's white. They make them in space gray. I actually would prefer the black version. Now let's see. By the way, Coca-Cola, sponsored by Cherry Coke. We're also sponsored by Milwaukee. I don't know if you guys knew that. Okay, let's see. What do you think about 2012 Mac OS? Rap battle Jings and things. You know what? Me half-ass trying rap battling. Finish that yourself. You know what I'm saying. Like, I don't even do that shit. It's goddamn. Bars. Ice Poseidon? I don't believe that's the real Ice Poseidon. Is this a replay? It's hard to tell because the topic is always why things aren't working. Yeah. Yep. Static-O-Matic album isn't top tier, old Kanye level, but it's better than recent stuff. Yeah, so it was, I don't know, the most annoying thing about him is the way he rolls out his albums. Like, he doesn't just put out the fucking album. He keeps updating it. So there was leaks of the album. Then he's in like Saudi Arabia or Dubai or something in some sort of like tent. And he's making the music. All of his verses are like him mumbling over him. He's honestly the weakest link in his own album, which is really weird because a lot of the songs are really good. He's a very good producer. Probably one of the best producers as far as music goes. I guess it's subjective, but I don't think so. Like, if you're comparing it to Drake, right? Those are the two guys, Drake and Kanye. I feel like all of Drake's songs sound exactly the same. And even when he tries to give people what they want, it sounds the same. And he can't recapture like any of his good stuff. And I feel like Kanye, while he is mainstream and he's definitely still pop music, he still makes unique music that nobody else does. But yeah, there's really good songs on here actually, but a lot of it is just, I don't know, Kanye's usually the weakest link in all of his songs. This Ty Dolla $ign must have been elated because his whole life changed from this, and it's basically his album that he made millions of dollars off this, so I don't think he cares. I don't know, but there's good stuff. There's some of the songs where the leaked versions were better than the actual thing. But he's pushed this out a million times. Like, it was supposed to come out, I believe, originally December or something, like December 12th or December 9th. Then it was the 12th, then the 24th. Then it was like January. Now here we are in February, finally getting the album, and it's not even the full thing now. He's split into 3 things. Like, he's all over the place, worse than I am. And he had like 3 different listening events, and then the final one was in Chicago with a big stadium show. And the songs you even heard that night are not the same as what were put out here, and some of them were better in the leaked versions. Like, he changed some of it, and it's not as good, you know. But I don't know. I like Kanye. Everybody's very about him because of his comments. But you know what? I don't. Here, this is my opinion on Kanye. Okay, I think Kanye is not anti-Semitic, and people are gonna go, well, why do you think that? He said all of these awful things. And think back to when Kanye put on the MAGA hat. What happened when he put that hat on? Everybody went crazy, and they were like, you can't do that, you can't have that on. And as soon as one person said that to him, he wore it for a year. That's it. And it's the same thing with the comments. He knows that if he says it, it's gonna make people upset, and I guess he just has no boundaries as to what he says, and so he does the thing that people tell him not to do. It's like a child. That's really it. I don't think he's sitting there reading literature about, like, actually, like, oh, I need to find a way for the Jewish question. You know, he's making music, and he's trolling people. He's trolling just like you guys here are in the chat. So I don't know. I don't see him as actually. I think a lot of people got their claws into him, like that Nick Fuentes guy, and what's the other guy's name? Oh, Milo Yiannopoulos, who's a real weirdo. Do you remember that guy, Milo? How did he even... I don't understand how he existed on the internet still, because there was at one point where he came out and he basically admitted to child P something. And he thought it was okay. He was like defending it. He was like, yeah, like, it's just experimentation as a child or something. And they were like, no, dude, you actually committed a crime. And he was like, oh my God. And then, like, he's just hanging out with Kanye and Nick Fuentes. But those two got their claws in him. Like, Kanye wasn't smart enough to know who these guys are. He just knows, oh, these are guys that people don't like. Same reason why he started collaborating with Marilyn Manson. Because they were like, people don't like Marilyn Manson right now. He's being canceled. Let me do an album with him and put him on, what was it, Donda. They did the Jail song. They did a replay with Marilyn Manson on it. So that is his whole MO. So if you think of it that way, it's like, oh, he supports child R, and he's... No, of course not. Of course the guy is just... He's a nut job who sometimes makes really good music, and it's catchy, even if you say you hate it. Like, I was playing J Dummy, one of the songs, and it was called Back to Me. It's this one. And yeah, this is all gonna get claimed, but I don't care. It's this one. It's kind of funny, the concept of this album, if you really think about it. It's titled Vultures, right? And I was kind of thinking about it. Why did he title it that? Is he calling the other people vultures? But then I noticed, no, it's kind of like he's being the vulture now. He's reversing it of, I guess, white culture, but I think it's more specific than that. You know? And like any of the things that he sampled, like he had Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob or whatever. In this song, who do you think made that movie? Oh, another one, Ozzy. There was originally an Ozzy sample in it. A Black Sabbath sample, sorry, not Ozzy. Someone will kill me if I say that, I'm sure. There was like a Black Sabbath sample, and I think one of the big issues is he was trying to get all these songs clear, but they wouldn't let him clear because he was anti-Semitic, right? Is Ozzy Jewish though? Is Ozzy Osbourne Jewish? Let me see. I don't think so. Yeah, see, he's very mad. He knows because he's been searching high and low. Okay, Sharon Osbourne. Kanye effed with the wrong Jew for using Ozzy's sample. He is? Really? Ozzy Osbourne slammed Kanye West for using a Black Sabbath sample on his new album without permission, but the rocker's wife is even more furious, tearing him a new one. Here's the deal. Double O hopped on X Friday and absolutely torched Ye for featuring a sample of an old Black Sabbath song on one of his tracks, Vultures. Ozzy seemed to think it was War Pigs, even though it was really sounded like Iron. Yeah, it was Iron. That's kind of funny. Ozzy's so senile that he doesn't even realize what song was used. It's obviously Iron Man. Dun, 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 dun. I am Iron Man. It literally started with that, the original version, and they kind of redid it now, where it's weird, where he took that part out of the I am Iron Man intro and the sample, and they kind of mess with it a bit, and it's in the actual song still, but they changed it. Let me see if I can remember what the name of the song is though. But yeah, Ozzy wrote, at Kanye West asked permission to sample a section of a 1983 live performance of War Pig from the US festival without vocals, and was refused permission because he is an anti-Semite and has caused untold heartache to many. He added, he went ahead and used the sample anyway at his album listening party last night. I want no association with this man.
This the Game of Thrones. Yeezy not the clones. Elon with my rocket ship. It's time to go home. They served us the porn since the day we was born. Anybody pissed off? Gotta make a drink the urine. Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me to me rich. First she said my dick. Then she said she ain't said my dick. She gon' take it up the ass like a ventriloquist. I mean, sis Taylor Swift.
Whoa,
since I had to roll me
that's
on the wrist.
controversial.
I'm a new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris. This for what they did to Chris. They can't do shit with this. Got my kids in a fake school. We ain't. Go, 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 go. Head so good, she on the room. She ride a dick like a carnival.
That was pretty good. What was controversial about that? It sounded pretty cool, actually. Oh, it's called Carnival. Yeah, let me play that one. That one's a good one. See, I like a lot of rock music and stuff, right? But I don't know, I've just been on a rap kick for... Well, I've always liked rap music. I was mostly into rock and like punk music for most of my life, but I always had like hip hop in my rotation. Like on the school bus, I was listening to like Tupac for no reason and 50 Cent, like a loser. And but yeah, rock was like my main thing. And then it's kind of sad. I know people, I always say this, then people get angry, like, no, you just know where to look, man. It's just like, but rock is kind of dead. Like nobody really cares. I know there can be a resurgence of it where the bands come back, but it's usually, I don't know. There's not a lot of career rappers other than these Drakes and Kanye's and type of guys, where these guys who come out now, they'll be hot, like they'll have a hot song for a week, and then a week later you forget it. Like, was it Little Uzi Vert or something? Like, was the hottest thing, or Little Juice World, Little Juice Box, and then no one cares. Like, do you honestly think 10 years from now people are going to be caring about who Juice Box World is? No one's going to care. But yet the Beatles, to this day, you can still turn on the Beatles and people still play. It's still relevant decades and decades later. I think that idea of like career musician is completely dead. But yes, I know if you look for good rock music, you can find it. You just have to know where to look. But it's just not the same where I don't know, it's part of culture in a way. And so now kind of rap and rock has kind of mixed together. So now here you got this song Carnival and an angry Ozzy who's basically senile. He doesn't know what's going on. And I was Sharon, was it War Pigs or Iron Man? I don't like, he hates Jew. He hurt me. How was that? huh? Oh, hey, Bobby. Oh, hey, Bobby. Oh. Yeah, Sharon echoed Ozzy's sentiment, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely not. My name is Sharon. Absolutely not. He's despicable. Sharon says, Ozzy rarely refuses people who want to do this, but in this instance he had a special fucking occasion to say no. We should know Sharon herself was raised Jewish. So is it Sharon? That's the Jewish person? Or is it Ozzy? I didn't know that. I really did not know that. Kanye's anti-Semitism is not started for Sharon Ozzy. We were both feel the way, blah, 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 blah. I thought he was supposed to... What the fuck? Wait, what? Bro, what happened here? What is this? Ooh, the touchpad works. Nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know the touchpad from my Mac would work on here. It does. Cool. Look at his... First off, what is it? Oh, Ozzy dressed up as Kanye? Sharon and Ozzy dressed up as Kanye? Or is this AI? You never know anymore. You don't even know anymore. Is this AI or not? I don't know. I guess that's supposed to be Ozzy, and this is... But this is what Kanye's been up to. Him and his wife. His wife is this white Bianca. She just walks around naked all the time. The cover of the album is her naked. And the other day she was in a raincoat with nothing underneath it, just a raincoat. It was this big piece of plastic, like this, a tarp, plastic. It looked like a plastic bag. And that was all. And then he was on a boat in Italy somewhere, and she was giving him in the boat. And everyone saw it, like they filmed it and everything. And then the boat guy who's driving the boat knows it's happening, and he just has to pretend it's not until they finally dock. And then he gets banned from the boat company. And he's on a wild tear. I don't get it, because... What happened to the whole Jesus kick? I thought you were supposed to be all Jesus-like. I thought Donda and all his mother Donda. That whole thing was about, the choir, Sunday choir. He refused to let any other rappers curse on that album, and even that was a sin. And then all of a sudden, what's going on here? Now it's just like, who cares? Anything goes? My wife's naked everywhere, and people are angry at him. Sin says it's real. Holy shit. What is people... I don't know. The world has gone completely mad. I'm hoping I can bring some sanity back to it. Kanye West unhinged but unstoppable. Very true. Very true. Let me see if I get back to the chat room here and go through. Okay, I'm getting used to it. I like this a little bit. Once it's mounted and I can see it better, it's fine. I want to see some angry people in chat. Ice Poseidon, have you saying you've been doing 8 years of test streams? Yes. I could show you some great stuff from, that's the thing. I got, 14 years. 2009, I started doing this. Been there, done that. I've done it all to the point where I don't even care. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I've done it all, okay? I've done it all. Let's see. Shots fired. Yes, shots fired. That one really stung. I don't know. It's kind of, you're in this weird position. This is kind of my rule. If you have a show and you're on camera and you do a program and you say something, then it's something I might cover and then respond to. But as far as just randoms in the chat room, no. Like, I'll read your comment and stuff, but I ain't going into a whole thing, because this is a very big scam that's going on here. This content grifting. Like everybody shows up and then let's all talk about the guy and then he'll talk about us. It's like, okay, but if you do that, at least lead us to some content that we can watch that you can show, well, this is what I do that's so much better than what you're doing. You know, like if a guy writes something in the chat room where he's like, is this all you do is test streams? And then or another guy who was talking shit before, and then I know what your show looks like and it's shit. Like J Dummy last night, I was helping him. J Dummy's one of my friends from back in the Pod Trash days. He doesn't even know how to use a computer, and he's on a green screen playing music now, and it looks better than a lot of these shows that are on green screen. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. And the guy doesn't even know what he's doing. He barely knows where he is. I'm just kidding, J Dummy. But yeah. So like that's when I read that comment, that's what goes through my head. I'm like, okay, I know what your show looks like, so. But I think someone's putting something in their head to make them feel important or like make them look stupid almost. Like, hey man, I don't think Lossless knows how to use OBS. He's never use it. And then like, dude, I've been using it since it came out, I think in 2012. We were using it the whole time. You're talking about you can go look up Pod Trash. I could pull up 9 million episodes of us on OBS with all the same stupid thing with the multiple cameras and all that shit and piping in Skype calls. Like, who cares? It's not that hard to use. Benji Bungie, Joe Exotic is back in the game, I see. CB Project, if you're so worried about imperfections, maybe you should get extensive plastic surgery to change your face, dude. Oof. Hey now. That one stung. Every time I get a new desktop Mac, I hate the keyboard. I just use I use a Logitech keyboard. It's called the Logitech Craft. Pretty cool. It has this little dial-y thing on it, and it lets you like, let's see if it probably won't work here. When you have like multiple tabs open, I have it on the other screen, or it can do like the volume and stuff, where you could tap on it, you can control all the functions of it. So it's pretty cool. And when you're typing on it, it's very, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's very quiet, which is good. This is what Opie does, is show crying about how people used to listen when it didn't suck. What? No, well, you're here listening. I'm not crying. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Ice Poseidon. The real Ice Poseidon's funny, though. Jings and things. Remember this show when it was on a Mac? Good times. How much did you make on Patreon? I've never had a Patreon. So the friend, my co-host Booney, he left because he needed to create a Patreon. He started making a Patreon. He's like, I want my 15%. I want 50% of everything you make. And I was like, no. And then he started a Patreon. I was like, okay, you can start a Patreon. But then he started plugging it during our show. And we would have like dueling things where he was like, go to my Patreon and donate. And then I had the thing on the screen, donate to Podtrash. So it was very back and forth there. Let me just tell you, this is really weak attempt. It's really funny because like, guy lost pretty hard. He's coping really bad. That's all I can tell you. He lost all of his friends. Eesh. Pretty bad. I'm talking about Mike David, by the way. Static-O-Matic, Howard Stern is a god. Take down the chat. Looks bad. No, I will never listen to any of you. Agreed, except using Ronnie's laugh track every 20 seconds for your own lame jokes. That's just sad. And yeah, I'm not the soundtrack. Okay, everybody uses sound effects. Okay, cool. Do whatever you want, like I said. It's annoying to me. Some people pull it off a bit. I'd say the only one that is good at doing sound effects was Fred Norris. Just because the sound effect wasn't the obvious thing to the thing you were doing. Like, it wasn't like, haha, something funny, laugh track, or haha, or oh, something cool happened, explosion, or, you know, like clapping or anything. Like, he had weird sound effects that you would never expect, that almost he predicted what was going to happen, and it would be a reference of something, and it would all tie in together and make what was happening and said funnier. So I don't know, it's a little weird to me, especially like Jimmernam's show. Like, every time I hear that Gilbert Gottfried laugh, it makes me furious. If I even hear it like in the background or something, like Robin tunes into it. Yeah, I heard it yesterday. He's like, fucking Christ. Set up looking good, Wash. I hate laugh tracks. Yeah. Do 2 different scenes on OBS. Do one with your home studio and do one with the screen capture when you show chat and YouTube screen. Bro, I have multiple scenes on here already. I already have them set up. The idea here was to put this here, and then when this is mounted, it'll work, and show clips on this. I'm just trying it out. See how it works. Because then, if I have to show clips on here, then you can have everything in one screen. You don't have to be changing a bunch of stupid things. If it ends up being better, that is what I will do. But, I mean, yeah, I have, let me see. Like, this here. Window capture, open up. Let's see, what do we want to do? Here, you want to see this? Yeah. Garth Brooks, you want to listen to my song? Yeah, let me reset this. Okay. Whoa, scenes. Jeez. Crazy. And when I have intros and I put all the little gay graphics around this whole thing, sparklies and stuff, that'll be crazy, right? Listen to this tune here.
I remember that day when I heard a loud boom on the other side of the country from my hotel room. Awful sights of planes hitting towers by a bunch of men wearing towels. I heard a splat on the concrete floor, beautiful like an eagle they soared. That's when I realized my greatest gift, I can cure cancer with a guitar pick. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my vocabulary and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. I don't need 4 years to cure those tears. Just my cowboy hat and a pair of khakis from Sears. Fighting disbelief like my forefathers did. The American way ever since I was a kid. Present me a glaucoma highball or a limp appendage, and watch me make it alright like the Second Amendment. Science is a farce, there's nothing I can't do. My magic fingers will prove it to you. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my vocabulary and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? your heart is about to give. Buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. My guitar pick will cure the sick. Just buy a ticket and make it quick. Ebola, warts, or maybe it's AIDS. There's nothing too sacred when Garth Brooks is on stage. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my vocabulary and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD.
I could be a country artist tomorrow, okay? Thank you there. Soupy Soup Can Guy says, please check out Hipstar's latest stream, 103.55. I believe I played that. Is this what we already saw? The animation of him making me jump around that went to Red Lobster and all that stuff? Is that what you were playing? If so, then refund your money because I watched that. If not, then let me know. So that song, Garth Brooks, this was way before this whole thing, Where Are the Bodies, Garth, that they do now. There was this whole story. I can tell you the story behind it. There was 3 people we hated the most. It was Garth Brooks. I always call him Garth Brooks now. Garth Brooks, Bill Cosby, and Jesse Ventura. Those 3 people were the people we hated the most and used to shit on all the time. The reason why Garth Brooks, let me show you. So Garth Brooks was doing like a concert, right? And I knew this guy was phony a long time ago, before he even murdered people. He did like a concert, and there's this woman that was in the audience, and the woman in the audience had a sign that said, chemotherapy by day, Garth Brooks at night. And she was clearly planted. It was a clear plant. And the camera saw her and everything, and they were like, let's zoom out there. I need to fix this now. This is stupid. Just made the chat bigger, which just makes everything else bigger. Get out of here. Goodbye. Yeah, so he had this all set up, right? And I can show you this. Garth Brooks, cancer woman. Anything I say, I could bring it up, okay? Let's see here. Oh. So here he was at a concert, and then there was this woman in the audience. It just happens to cut to this. Kick cancer's ass. He's the worst. I don't know. I can see it in people's eyes. This is the face of a killer. I'm telling you. This man is a fraud as well. We're going to see after this.
The world was right. How could I have known that he never say goodbye?
Right here. Here we go. Chemo this morning. Garth tonight enjoying the dance. Hold on a second. I'm getting a telegram. I'm getting the red light to wrap it up. So let me finish this up here. So here we go. Chemo this morning, Garth tonight enjoys the dance. So he does that, and then let's look here. Garth Brooks, cancer woman. It should come up with the same search. Yeah, here. So then he does this interview on Entertainment Tonight, and he pretends that this woman that was in the audience at that point was surprising him. He knew she was there. The whole thing was set up. It was a setup from the beginning. So let's watch this play out. And also, Like how the guy has.
We're doing 2 shows some nights back to back. So we do 4 shows, and you look at everybody.
2 giant photographs of himself in the background here. And they're going to surprise him with this woman, and he had no idea. And then he even says something very weird where he's like, lest you think that this was anything but a beautiful moment, I didn't do it for any other reason. Like, why did you have to say that? Watch this. And he took the woman's sign, by the way, and kept it. He didn't like autograph it and give it back.
And everybody's trying to stay up, but that's a big ask for these people to do that. And then you see someone with a sign that says,
Fake
Timo this morning.
Garth tonight.
And
Enjoy
you're like,
the dance.
am I really bitching about anything? Really? It put it all in perspective. Caught me off guard, but she was so sweet. And her face just said it all. And
he just happens to be bringing this up. Just happens to be bringing this up. And then they're going to surprise him with the woman. He didn't know.
it was a neat moment.
Because of that, we flew Teresa Shaw all the way from Minneapolis to be here with you today.
No.
Here she is.
Oh, how are you doing, doll?
I'm doing well.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much.
I pray for your health. But I got to tell you, just cool moment. I didn't know this was happening. So
Didn't know this was happening.
My fear would be you ever think that I did it for any other reason than it was a nice moment.
No,
it was beautiful.
Why would you say that?
You're just an amazing guy, and and a human being.
It's all about the music.
Appreciate that. The music helps me.
It's all about
the music. Has always helped me through situations, and I love your music.
His music
so.
cured her cancer.
And now, I'm glad I did know the way it all would end, the way it all wouldn't go. Oh, our lives
Magic fingers
are better left to chance. But I got to tell you, just cool moment. I didn't know this was happening. So my fear would be you ever
on the other side of the country, from my hotel
You're just an
room,
amazing guy, and
awful sights of planes hitting towers by a bunch of men wearing towels.
And I love your music.
I heard a splat on the concrete floor, beautiful like an eagle they soared. That's when I realized my greatest gift, I can cure cancer with a guitar pick. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my four-wheeler and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. I don't need 4 years to cure those tears. Just my cowboy hat and a pair of khakis from Sears. Fighting disbelief like my forefathers did.
Alrighty. This was fun, a fun test, a fun mess. Whatever you want to call it. I'll have it all fixed up next time there, guy. Oh, I can't scream. Unlike some people, there's kids here, and Robin going to sleep. And yeah. Things need to be tended to. But I appreciate it. Soup Party, I believe we already watched whatever it is you wanted me to watch. You know what? I'm going to end it on my other favorite song. This probably will get the video blocked. And who cares at this point? This is my response. Everyone in chat. Woman-haters, biz. Here we go. Play us out with And I just want to thank everybody for watching, everybody for hating. Anything that bad can happen, let it happen. Anything you've ever done on the internet.
I got a burning desire, like my urethra's on fire. Every time I see your face, I wanna fucking take a piss all over the place. Open up wide, let me take a tinkle inside. Piss, 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 piss. I'm gonna piss, 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 piss. I like the feel of her mouth every time she goes down south. Gargle my French lemonade, you sick cunt. Coat your throat in urine, that's what I want. Watch me as I unzip, bitch. Swishy swish, I'm gonna shower your tonsils with piss, 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 piss. Your stomach full of piss, 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 piss. Unload my bladder of turpentine. If into every orifice that I find, I will piss on your spine and paralyze you with my pungent cock wine. It's by design that you will drink my piss. Drink my piss, 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 drink my piss. I'll piss and I'll put it in your mouth. I'll piss and I'll put it in your eyes. I'll piss and I'll put it in your ears. I'll piss and I'll put it on your thighs. I'll piss and I'll put it in your ass. I'll piss and I'll put it in your cunt. I'll piss and I'll put it in your nose. I'll piss and I'll put it on your toes. But I really want to piss inside your nose. Yeah, I think I'll piss in your nose. Pissy snots. Oh yeah.